Hi guys, today I will be showing you 5 most requested tips and tricks for MacBook 2016 and 2017. These are the best tips and tricks that you should not miss because it will give you back the features that you have always been familiar with in your older MacBook but have been disabled or ignored in the new MacBook 2016 or 17. So without further delay, let's get started. The first trick is to stop your MacBook from AutoBoot every time the lid is lifted. If you own a 2016 or 2017 MacBook, you would probably realize that every time you open the lid, your MacBook will automatically boot up without you having to click on the power button. This could be a useful feature in some cases, but in most cases, it's kind of annoying because sometimes you lift the lid, it doesn't mean that you want to turn your MacBook on. For example, you might want to clean the screen or just to make your MacBook ready to be used when you need it. So to disable your MacBook from starting up automatically when you lift the lid or connect it to the power, you need to type in the following command in the terminal. So you need to open terminal first. To open terminal, you just click command space to activate spotlight search and you type in terminal. Enter. This is terminal. So just type in this code. I have included this code in the description below. So, you type this code in. Next time you lift the lid, it will not boot up automatically. Only until you click on the power button will your Mac boot up. So you click enter, and you type in the password, you're good to go. And if in case, like one day you want to reverse the change, you want to let it boot up by itself automatically when you lift the lid again, you just type this command in. Again, I have included this command in the description below. So it's very similar to the first command. You just change from 00 to 03. You click enter, type in the password, it will go back to the default setting. This is trick number 1. Let's move on to trick number 2. The second trick is to re-enable the startup sound when you turn your MacBook on. Again, with the releases of the new MacBook 2016 and 17, Apple has disabled the startup sound. That's why when you turn on your MacBook 2016 or 17, you don't hear any sound, like in MacBook 2015. This startup sound. To me, this is kind of sad because that startup sound represents Apple MacBook. Whenever you hear that sound, it means that someone is using an Apple MacBook. Luckily, Apple hasn't actually removed that startup sound completely from your MacBook. Apple just quietly disables it as a result of the introduction of the automatic boot up to avoid any disturbing sound at startup. However, you can easily re-enable that cool startup sound when you turn on your MacBook by just typing in the following command in the terminal. So you go back to terminal, so you type in this code. I have included this code in the description below. So you type this in and you click enter and you type in the password like before, and next time you boot up your MacBook 2016 and 17, you will hear this sound. And in case you want to reverse the change so that you can go back to the silent boot mode again, just type in the following command. So very simple, the same like before, the code. What you change is the ending here. If you want to enable the sound, you type 1 here, and if you want to disable the sound, you type 0. And you click enter and type in the password, you're good to go. So this is trick number 2. Let's move on to trick number 3. Trick number 3 is to get the recently accessed apps or documents to show directly on your dock. Here, this is the dock, and you want it to show like this. Usually, for some reason, not all MacBook will has this feature enabled by default. Like mine, my MacBook, when I bought it, I do not have this feature enabled. And I wonder why my friend have this feature enabled. It looks really cool because when you click here, you will see your recent applications that you have used or you have quitted. You will see all the recently open applications. And if you right click on it, you see here you can change to recent documents, recent servers, favorite volume and items. This one is called grid. You can change it to be list like this, but I think the grid is cooler, so I will keep this. So you want this to be here at your fingertips so that you can access your recently open or closed applications. You just type in some simple commands and you will be able to enable this feature. So let me remove it first. So again, you have to go back to the terminal and you have to type in this command. I have included this command in the description below. You can check it out. What you have to do is just copy and paste, because this command is quite long. Here, copy and paste it here. Let me zoom out real quick. If you look at this side, you don't see that feature enabled because I just removed it from the dock. So after you copy and paste this command in the terminal, and now you click enter. Okay, and look at here. Now we have it here. So very simple. You just copy and paste this command, click enter, you're done. You get it here. So this is trick number 3. Let's move on to trick number 4. Trick number 4 is to turn your MacBook into a Wi-Fi repeater. In other words, you use your MacBook as both a Wi-Fi extender and a new router for your other iOS or Android devices to access the same internet. I think this is the most needed trick that lots of people, including myself, are looking for. Let me make everything clear here. First, you need to understand the word Wi-Fi repeater or extender. Presumably for some of you who have little knowledge about IT stuff, a Wi-Fi repeater or extender is when you want to extend your Wi-Fi coverage area to be bigger or further from its original Wi-Fi router. Another great thing about Wi-Fi repeater is the fact that you can share the restricted Wi-Fi that only, for example, your Mac can access to it, but like the owner of the Wi-Fi won't allow any other devices to be connected to that restricted Wi-Fi, but you want to share that Wi-Fi from your Mac to other devices. With this feature, you can make that happen. So with this cool feature, Wi-Fi repeater enabled on your MacBook, wherever you go, you don't have to worry about your other devices being unable to connect to the internet anymore. Another thing that I want to make it clear here is that usually with Macs, both iMac and MacBook, Apple also provides a built-in feature that allows you to extend or repeat the currently connected Wi-Fi so that you can share it with other devices. Here you go to System Preferences, you go to Sharing, and you can see here, this is the built-in feature from Apple. You click here and we start to share. But that you can only extend the Ethernet internet connection. Simply speaking, this Ethernet internet connection is called cable to Wi-Fi repeater. This method is only available for you if you are the owner of that Ethernet connection, because you have to plug in the internet cable to your MacBook. So this is virtually impossible for us as a guest. For example, if we go to a hotel, restaurant, or some places that they only allow one device to be connected to the Wi-Fi, we cannot have their cable. It's not possible. However, with the method that I'm about to show you, you don't need any cable at all, because this method is not cable to Wi-Fi, but it is called Wi-Fi to Wi-Fi repeater. So without further ado, let's get started. First, because Apple's MacBook does not support this feature, you need to install your Windows, because this feature only available on Windows operating system, not on Mac OS yet. So there are 3 ways you can install Windows operating system on your Mac. You can use an app called Parallel Desktop or VMware Fusion or Boot Camp. And in this video, I choose Parallel Desktop to show you. Here, Parallel Desktop is just like VMware Fusion or Boot Camp app. Its function is to install virtual Windows on your MacBook so that you can switch between Mac OS and Windows quickly and easily on the same computer. To save time, I have already installed Windows 8 on my Parallel Desktop app. If you don't know how to install Windows on your Parallel Desktop or VMware Fusion app, let me know in the comment down below. I will make a video about that for you. Now click here to start running Windows. Okay, now your Windows is up and running. There are 2 more things you need to do. First, you need to download and install an app called Connectify from its website. Just type in Connectify. So here, and don't worry, you don't have to buy it. You can use the free version, because this app also allows free version to be able to extend the Wi-Fi. You don't have to buy it. If you buy it, you may get more feature, but if you don't buy it, it's okay. You can use the free version. You are still able to extend the Wi-Fi. After you download it, another cool thing about Parallel Desktop or VMware Fusion, any app you download from your Mac, you can drag and drop directly to your virtual Windows. I show you an example here. Let's say I have this. drag and drop. As you can see, you're on the Mac, but you can use both Mac and PCs at the same time. And the second thing, after you download the Connectify app, you need to buy a USB Wi-Fi adapter. You can find one on Amazon. It costs less than $20. However, if you use Bootcamp app, you don't have to buy USB Wi-Fi adapter because it will turn your MacBook Wi-Fi into a Windows Wi-Fi. But with the parallel desktop that I'm using or VMware Fusion app, you need to use an extra Wi-Fi adapter because for some reason the Wi-Fi on your Mac just won't work. Like you can see here on my virtual Windows, you can see the internet connection. It shows this logo, this computer logo. It won't show the Wi-Fi logo, which means it doesn't work. You have to buy an extra USB Wi-Fi adapter. But again, if you don't want to buy it, you can just use Bootcamp. So with those set, you are good to go. So make sure after you download the Connectify app, you install it as well. I have already installed mine. Here, you open it and you can see here they say no Wi-Fi adapter detected. Now you need to plug in your USB Wi-Fi adapter. So I'm plugging now. And they ask you to choose which one you want to plug onto. So I will choose Windows, and you can see it start changing and connecting. You see this is a Wi-Fi logo and you need that. And now you can see it start changing to this. And this is the free version. You can see this here, upgrade now. You don't have to do that. You don't need all of this. Just you only need to repeat the Wi-Fi. So let me show you my iPhone screen real quick. So this is my iPhone screen. Let's see the Wi-Fi I'm connected to. So these are the Wi-Fi's available in my area, and this is my router Wi-Fi. So I will extend this. You can see here it auto select that, and then you can change the name and the password. Let's say I want to change it to testing, and password you can type anything. You can keep the same password like your Wi-Fi router, or you can change it. It's up to you. And after you're done, you click at the bottom here, it says start hotspot. Click there. It will start activating hotspot. It will become Wi-Fi repeater. Now you can see on my iPhone's Wi-Fi, you can see the new one here. You say Connectify testing. So now it works and you can connect to it as well. And because I'm currently using an app called Reflector, I cannot change my Wi-Fi connection because I have to make sure my Mac and my iPhone are connected to the same Wi-Fi. If I change the Wi-Fi, it will stop working, so I can't. But as you can see here, when you click on it, you type in the password you have set in this Connectify hotspot app at the moment, and then you're good to go. You can share with as many devices as you want to, and this is really cool. If you have a PC, if you have a Windows computer, you don't have to do all of these features. You just download Connectify app and you can share the Wi-Fi. But this is for Mac users. Unfortunately, Connectify app does not support Mac yet, so we have to do this. We have to find a workaround way to be able to turn our MacBook into a Wi-Fi repeater. Okay, this is trick number 4, which is quite a long one. And let's move on to the last trick. The last trick of the list is to activate picture-in-picture mode while watching YouTube videos on Safari. With most video websites, you can watch videos in picture-in-picture mode, but with YouTube website, you can't do that. But there is a trick that you need to do to activate the picture-in-picture mode feature. It's very simple and easy. So you just go to YouTube here and open a video that you want to watch in picture-in-picture mode, like this one. So we have this video here, and as you can see at the bottom here, you cannot see a sign showing picture-in-picture mode. So to activate that picture-in-picture mode, you have to right click on it. You can see when you right click one time, you still don't see it, but you have to right click the second time. Now you can see they say enter picture-in-picture mode. Click there. Now you are in picture-in-picture mode. And if you try to move this video, it will snap into place in each corners of your screen. If you want it to manually move to any place you want it to be, on your keyboard you have to click command, and then you can move to any place. You can see it won't snap into the corner again, like that. And you can zoom in or out, just like in your iPad or iPhone. You can play. So that's it, guys. These are 5 most requested tips and tricks for MacBook 2016 and 17. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, please click like, comment down below, and subscribe for more useful video in the future. Have a great day, guys. See you in the next video.